blossoms in my grandfather's hands. He'd work all day and sleep real good. He was a solitary man. From the first thing in the morning to the end of the day, he never knew what he's thinking. I knew he loved me anyway. Summers when I was in high school and I had to get a job, I got no love for fast food, so I was working on the bog. You get down in them ditches, man, and you're bound to touch a snake. There's me screaming like a little girl. He laughed so hard that he'd shake. In the cranberry blossoms, my grandfather's hands. He'd work all day and sleep real good. He was a solitary man. From the first thing in the morning to the end of the day, he never knew what he's thinking. I knew he loved me anyway. With my first broken heart, I searched all around for comfort, and I went to Jesus for a start. Grandpa caught me praying, and he said there ain't no time for hurt. I got the cure for all of that. It's just a hard day's work in the cranberry blossoms. In the cranberry blossoms. As I've gotten older and the vines are still green, he's out there on the tractor. The man never admits defeat, and we don't call it helping. I'm just working while he rides and listening to the stories that he always kept inside in the cranberry blossoms. My grandfather's hands, he'd work all day and sleep real good. He was a solitary man. From the first thing in the morning to the end of the day, he never knew what he was thinking. I knew he loved me anyway. Thank you. Man, I can't believe there are people from my hometown here. Yeah, I love it. Should I say this? I don't know. I've maybe been to New Hampshire like 2 times in my whole life, which seems so sad because Massachusetts isn't so far. You know, I don't know what my parents were thinking. One time we went to Vermont just enough to see a covered bridge and buy some chocolate milk, and then we came home. But it was more about saying you did it, you know? Oh, man. So one of the most formative, you're talking about signposts and marks, and in my life, I think the biggest thing that happened that kind of led me to where I am now was standing in my driveway with my parents while our house was auctioned off, which was terribly traumatic. And I remember standing there just obstinate and thinking, that's okay, I'm just going to buy it back. And that's what got me through that moment, and that's what got me through like 15 years of life. And then a few years back, I was thinking about that, and I had looked at my bank account and my career choice, and I was like, wait, no, I'm not. I'm never buying my house back. And I was so relieved. I really because I think I just didn't know that it was a burden I was carrying, you know, and also somehow hadn't factored in that you can't actually time travel. So, this is a song about that. What did time do? I don't see you anymore, but I have the scars to tell the stories of our youth. We ran the world, our glory days were yet to come. We could be anything, we could be better than where we came from. But I was so scared of leaving when the time had come. Like my granddad sitting on the same porch like he'd always done. Hometown son, down the winding road I used to know. But I'm standing here alone, you can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Ooh, ooh. Here is the church where we learned the love the Savior brings. But I never felt believing was in my blood. And here is the school where we learned the brutal things. People love you one day and then they go away. It don't matter how your heart sings. But I was so scared of leaving when the time had come. Like my granddad sitting on the same porch like he'd always done. Hometown son, down the winding road I used to know. But I'm standing here alone, you can never go home again. You can never go home. You can only see the ghost of it. Ooh, ooh. Here is the door I used to make my escape. There are voices inside and I wanna die, 'cause I don't see one familiar face. You can never go home again. You can never go home again. You can only see the ghost of it. Thank you. I am a girl who likes to plan for things. And I've learned recently that maybe when you have a small child, you can't always do that. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm learning as I go. For 15-ish years, I was a private piano teacher. I had like 65 kids a week. And my takeaway from the whole thing, I remember it was like the worst lessons to teach are the ones where the parents are making the child come to play the piano, and I was complicit in their torture.
It was terrible. And I would look at these children and be like, how can I make this okay for you? I'm so sorry. And I vowed that I would never do that, you know. But now I have a 6-year-old and this knowledge in my brain that I just feel passionately I must insert into his brain. And so we've started doing forced piano lessons. And what I had envisioned in my planning was this beautiful bonding between mother and son, you know, and this is what it is. It's his reality.
This is the worst thing that ever happened to me!
And so I wrote a song. He walked right up to me and said, I don't want to read this shit. I just want to do my own thing. I really thought a child of mine would do their best to stay in line and worry about everyone else's opinions. But he says, give me a rule, I'll break it. If life's a soda pop, he's gonna shake it. Oh Lordy, I'm in my glory, and I ain't got no control. It's just daily letting go. It's his story, and I'm just holding his little hands while they'll still let me in. Let the waterworks begin. Every day, every day. I told him I got a couple cool skills I'll teach him now, and someday he will appreciate the time with mama. But he doesn't want to play an instrument, don't like fiction books a tiny bit, ain't gonna pretend even to spare my feelings. The boy says, give me a rule, I'll break it. If this life is a soda pop, he's gonna shake it. Oh Lordy, I'm in my glory, and I ain't got no control. It's just daily letting go. It's his story, and I'm just holding his little hands while they'll still let me in. Let the waterworks begin. Every day, every day. That boy don't like no vegetable. He's a full-grown man at 6 years old. He'll cut you deep, then pull you close, 'cause ghosts ain't real, but you never know. He ain't afraid of our president, but he's paying attention. Blame his parents. He's the smartest, stubborn soul I've ever seen. How the hell did he come from me? The boy says, give me a rule, I'll break it. If life's a soda pop, he's gonna shake it. Oh Lordy, I'm in my glory, and I ain't got no control. It's just daily letting go. It's his story, and I'm just holding his little hands while they'll still let me in. Let the waterworks begin. Thank you. He did request that I clarify that he doesn't want to break the rules. It just happens. How about a hand for my pal Erin over here? She learned that song today. I just feel like I'll say this to you publicly. You just make everything better.
Oh, so do you, Grace.
I know, but she does.
Wait, can I tell you, we're 10th cousins? Yeah, we figured out we both are descended from Anne Hutchinson, which is also awesome. But when we figured that out, it all made sense.
Do y'all want to know about Anne Hutchinson? Because I'll spend the rest of my set telling you about Anne. But there's a statue of Grandma at the State House in Massachusetts, I think. So cool.
Google it.
We're so nerdy. I'm going to do another new one for you. My husband and I have had a really, dare I say it, we're in a house of the Lord. We've had a shitty year. It's been really hard. So I wrote this one for him. We talked about the hard stuff you went through as a kid, and all the shitty little things that you wish you never did, and how you did not think, could not believe you'd find relief in me. Turns out you do. Your heart was a locked door, but darling, I never loved you more. I thought about the ways I didn't give you enough grace, how I would run and hide when I could not abide the frown on your face, and how I did not think, could not believe I had a part in this pain. Turns out I do. My heart was a locked door, but darling, I never loved you more. Getting over the ways we hurt each other every day, it's like a pebble in the road. You pick it up or you get stoned, and I don't wanna live in 1992. I wanna be right here with you. Now I ain't ever been one to speak darkly of the dead, how the things they used to tell me live rent-free inside my head. And in this lonely state, you can't evacuate a tenant without proof. Here's what I'll do. I'll burn down the locked door, 'cause darling, I never loved you more. Getting over the ways we hurt each other every day, it's like a pebble in the road. You pick it up or you get stoned, and I don't wanna live in 1992. I wanna be right here with you. So we talked about the hard stuff until the middle of the night. You looked at me, hand on my knee, and said we're gonna be alright. And I did not think, could not believe we could talk till we found truth. Turns out you do. To hell with the locked door, 'cause darling, I never loved you more. I never loved you more. Thank you so much. You were talking about the tape recorder situation. I also had a tape recorder. It's how I learned how to do this, was with the blank tapes. And I remember when I was first learning how to write songs and decided I want to be a singer-songwriter, that was the year that Madonna turned 40. And she had this whole spread in Spin magazine, and it was when she went through her yoga phase. Do you remember the yoga phase? Anyway, she had also had babies, and she was like, it's just such a spiritual rebirth, having a baby. And I remember, like, 12-year-old me was like, ew. You know, like, I don't want to think about that. And now I'm a mom, and it's all I'm going to tell you about. Because it was totally a spiritual rebirth for me. Absolutely. My child, as I mentioned, is 6 at this point. But when I was pregnant, the plan was that I was going to have the little girl, and we were going to wear matching pastels and engage in gentle activities. And reality is not that, and I just feel so woefully unprepared for this athletic little person. Like, I can barely walk without breaking my ankle. I've done that 3 times. But doesn't God give you what you need? You know, I need sports. So I wanted to write this tribute for my kid. Then I also wanted to write a tribute for my mom. Now, my mother, she does not want to be called mom. She is 82 years old and very set in her ways. And my vision after completing this song was that I was going to sit my mother down at the table, and I was going to present her this loving tribute to her and my son. And she would shed a single tear of joy, you know? And that also didn't happen. Mostly because I underestimated the gut punch of the opening line, and I overestimated her ability to listen past that. So my mother and I have had some therapy now, and we're good. If I didn't tell you that, you'd think I was the worst daughter. I'm gonna be a better parent than my mom was. I'm gonna win a golden medal from the PTA. And my kid will wear his sunblock, double-knotted sneakers won't fall off, and he'll always get good grades. I had organic fresh fruit cut in pieces. I made smiley faces, you know, like you do. But the truth was hard to take. He went on hunger strike for cake, and I learned early to let go and bend the rules. Who's raising who? Who's raising who? Real life ain't a movie, and the sky ain't always blue. Who's raising who? Who's raising who? There are days I think I'll dress up like a lady, but I've settled into sweatpants, ain't it great? 'Cause you can't climb in a sandbox in stilettos, and there's a superhero standoff that won't wait. Who's raising who? Who's raising who? Real life ain't a movie, and the sky ain't always blue. Who's raising who? Who's raising who? As it turns out, you don't need much sleep to make it. 3 hours every night for 6 months straight. And looking in the mirror, my inheritance is clear. I'm so glad that what I see is my mother's face. Who's raising who? Who's raising who? Real life ain't a movie, and the sky ain't always blue. Who's raising who? Who's raising who? Real life ain't a movie, and it
it seems I've stepped into my mother's shoes. Who's raising who?
Thank you. Y'all, I was born in a hurricane. And my dearest wish is that I enter a room and people who don't know me look at me and say, that woman was clearly born in a hurricane. I don't know how to achieve my goal beyond walking around with a fan, but I'm a work in progress, you know? And my hurricane that I was born in was Hurricane Gloria. Now I'm dating myself. And my favorite part about the whole hurricane situation was that my 23-year-old brother had to drive my mother to the hospital so she could have me, and then he got stuck in the room, and the poor man was there when I arrived, and now he has no kids. But I digress. I wanted to write a song about my own personal hurricane, and I just didn't know, like, the way in, you know? But I had an acute awareness of the fact that, like, every oceanfront home near me is haunted by some dead sea captain. That's probably not the same here. But in New Bedford, it sure is. Every last one of them. And so I kind of wanted to capture these, like, ghostly ship guys in my hurricane. And I was like, how do I do that? And then I was at the grocery store in the frozen food section and happened upon the fish sticks. You know, the Gorton's fisherman? And there he is. There's my guy in his raincoat and his hat. And then I ran home and I wrote this song, and I'd like to dedicate it to my friend Marty.
There's a wooden carving of an old fisherman, yellow rain slicker and a smoke pipe. He's staring off blindly toward Nauset Light. Boys, I don't think we're leaving the harbor tonight. The sea throws up sick white caps, look like tossed ships, and they ain't gonna get no reprieve. Gloria, Gloria, sing her name. Gloria, Gloria, she don't want me to leave. I came back home for the last time, I thought, just to grab my old cat and some things. And that sickly sweet voice started calling my name. Boys, you ain't ever heard this girl sing. So roll, roll, roll up your rigging. She ain't gonna stop, and I ain't ever leaving this hellhole town. Got my heart in its hands, let her win. She's too strong, I can't stand. Red sky in the morning when I left my mooring. Calamity I should have seen, but the temptation of finally getting away from the woman who castigates me. The sea throws up sick white caps, look like tossed ships, and they ain't gonna get no reprieve. Gloria, Gloria, sing her name. Gloria, Gloria, she don't want me to leave. Ooh, it swirls like black ink when you fall in the drink. There's no fighting the girl's current sun. You just float like the martyr of all the old salt spray you wash up on the shore when she's done. Oh, roll, roll, roll up your rigging. She ain't gonna stop, and I ain't ever leaving this hellhole town. Got my heart in its hands, let her win. She's too strong, I can't stand. There's a wooden carving of an old fisherman, and I think that it looks just like me. I've grown into the floorboards of this godforsaken house. It's my ghost in the window you see. The sea throws up sick white caps, look like tossed ships, and they ain't gonna get no reprieve. Gloria, Gloria, sing her name. Gloria, Gloria, she don't want me to leave. Gloria, she don't want me to leave.
Well, thank you. Do you ever have these moments where you're just like on stage in front of an audience with a microphone and you think to yourself, this is my job? It's so cool. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for having me. I have to say, when I walked in, I was telling Erin in the back hall, there's a painting, and I don't know if you all saw it, but it made me cry because it just felt like you could feel all the love here and the community in this building. So this is so cool. Thank you. Thank you. Mathematically, I've calculated, and this is my last number, and somehow it's kind of become my theme song, I think. This is about growing up a very poor person. And, you know, the whole thing, like I grew up very poor, and what I mean is we had no heat in our house, and there were holes in the walls, and the snow would blow in, and I went to bed in my winter coat, and I didn't feel bad about it ever. Like, I remember little kid me thinking, like, I can handle anything. And now I live in a house with infrastructure, and I've realized I can't handle anything anymore. I just need a consistent 70 degrees. That is how I thrive. I did that little intro. I think I was in Nashville a few weeks back, and this group of women came up to me. They said, "Oh, we didn't know you had poor people in Massachusetts." And I was like, "Ma'am, we're everywhere, literally." This is a song about growing up poor in Massachusetts. Thank you all so much.
I know poor like the devil knows the fiddle. Leaves you cold at night and hungry in the middle. Took to me like a monster stone. Poverty is in my bones. And fear made me do bad things. Bad things, trying to claw my way out. I know it's just a memory, but it sends me back to hopeless, helpless, in a hand-me-down dress. Oh, I've been down to the river, but some things don't wash away with water, and I'll always be a poor man's daughter. I don't want like a lonely tomcat, howling in the night, singing where my girl's at. I think it's true that he did love me. All I could see was the money. And fear made me do bad things, trying to claw my way out. I know it's just a memory, but it sends me back to hopeless, helpless, in a hand-me-down dress. Oh, I've been down to the river, but some things don't wash away with water, and I'll always be a poor man's daughter. might be what you'd call white trash. Don't throw anything away, 'cause we might need that. White bread Sunday, white bread Monday, I'ma be a big wheel one day. Fear made me do bad things, trying to claw my way out. No, it's just a memory, but it sends me back to hopeless, helpless, in a hand-me-down dress. Oh, I've been down to the river, down to the river. Some things don't wash away with water, and I'll always be a poor man's daughter. Thank you so much!
Grace Morrison. That is some soulful singing.